Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
Okay, the stats are officially out for the Extreme Z Awakening for Super Agility, Super Vegito unit. So let's take a look. A lot of people have been waiting for this news, and it finally dropped, so let's take a look. Now, I will go ahead and say, I think some people were expecting probably way too much out of this unit's EZA, but after looking at this, and let's just cover it real fast and I'll give you my opinion on this. So for the leader skill, it's going to be agility types key +4, HP attack and defense increase of 100%. For the passive skill, which is pretty much what everybody was looking to find out, looks like, let's see, 攻撃を受けるとそのターン中自身のアタックとディフェンス 40% up. So upon receiving an attack for the turn, attack and defense increase of 40%, and then if HP is 40% or below, basically foresee the enemy's super attacks, and then damage reduction of 80% to normal attacks, and then counter with tremendous power, or whatever that correct terminology was. Now for the super attack, it's going to be causes immense damage, and for one turn, allies get a boost of 35% to attack. Now that's the skill set, so let's talk about it. I think a lot of people were probably expecting this unit to be absolutely broken. However, the 40% to attack and defense is going to make quite a bit of a difference, especially when it comes to the counter mechanics. And of course, you're already looking at an 80% reduction to damage based on normal attacks received, and on top of that, you're able to counter. So what this guy was lacking was some sort of defensive boost, as well as, an attack boost as well. So even though it could be a little bit underwhelming, like for example, the Super Saiyan 2 Rage Vegeta unit, the strength type, he would actually get a boost of like 100% to attack and defense, along with the counter ability. However, that unit did not have the damage reduction capability to the level of Super Vegito, so of course that guy could certainly take some hits. However, in this case, this guy is going to be able to tank a lot of attacks outside of, maybe super attacks, but this guy was certainly lacking some sort of buff toward attack and defense, and 40% I believe will make a little bit of a difference. And I'm sure the development team, when testing this unit around, I'm sure they actually tested this guy in terms of like playing around with the new EZA stats and whatever, and see how the unit functions. So I'm pretty sure they have a good level of understanding on how this unit performs, and the fact that they released this guy with these stats, I'm sure they saw a pretty good difference just from 40% to attack and defense. Now, it might seem a little bit minuscule, but I think you're going to see a pretty big difference there just from that alone. The super attack, 35% increase to attack. It was previously 30%, I believe, so it is a 5% increase. And if you think about it, I mean, that's 35% to attack from, committing a super attack. Along with that, you still get a attack increase of 40% with the passive, along with the defensive boost. So I think this unit is going to perform pretty well. Now, again, he probably isn't as broken as some people expect him to be, but me personally, I was hoping for a little bit better in attack stats, in terms of like overall boost in the passive, but I think, this guy should perform pretty well. Now, from a super attack standpoint, you're probably not going to see the crazy attack stats like some of these other units have, like, in the region of like 2 million plus, but this guy is a counter specialist, and that's where his expertise comes in. So with that being said, I think this unit should be a pretty good upgrade, and I can't wait to test this guy out. So let's just move on and talk about the other units. So we also do have the Awakenings, I guess, or EZAs. I don't know what the correct terminology is for these guys, but the Strength type Android 17 or Future Android 17 is also getting the Dokkan Awakening, or EZA, whatever the right term is for this. But leader skill looks like Tech, Intelligence, and Strength type key +3 HP attack and defense increase of 50%, and then converts agility type key into rainbow type key, and then attack and defense increase of 70%. Looks like critical hit activation percentages increased by 17%, and then Let's see. 攻撃参加中の味方に Okay, so if there's an Android 18 unit on the attacking turn or same rotation, an additional attack and defense increase of 80%, medium chance to, let's see, 中確率必殺技が追加発動 so medium chance for additional super attacks, and that's pretty much it. The last one is like regeneration or whatever it was. Looks like for the super attack, so it is an EZA because I'm seeing the super attack levels of 14 plus. Super attack is going to be raises defense and causes supreme damage, and also greatly decreases enemies' defense. So that's pretty much the skill set. It's kind of similar to the physical type, where based on a certain condition you get a further additional increase toward attack and defense. So let's talk about the intelligence type Android 18 unit. Leader skill looks like tech, intelligence, and strength type key plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 50%. Converts the rainbow type key into intelligence key attack and defense increase of 80%. Reduces damage by 18%, and then there's a Android 17 unit on the same rotation or attacking turn. An additional attack and defense increases 70% and medium chance to evade enemy attacks, and basically whatever that regeneration buff is. Looks like for the super attack, raises attack and causes supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. So again, these are kind of like the minor additions that came out with it, but the main highlight here is obviously Super Vegito. Now this guy, again, for some it might be a little bit lackluster or disappointing, but here's what I have to say. Let's find out until the unit actually comes out and gets released and you're able to test it around. I'm sure a lot of people have this guy rainbowed at this point, so I think you might actually be pleasantly surprised by this unit's upgrade. And again, I don't expect this unit to hit for like 2 million plus in terms of attack stats from the super attack, but I feel like the added value and real benefit is going to come in from that defense increase of 40%, with the counter mechanic, and an attack increase of 40% from the passive, and then a 35% boost from the super attack to allies, including himself, is going to make quite a bit of a difference, I think. So we'll have to see. The jury's still out to determine how good this guy is, but I think after testing, this guy actually might be a pleasant surprise with the upgrade. So I'll close out by saying I know the developers know what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, they know how hyped up this guy is. So maybe they found like a sweet spot or balance, between how it needs to be broken versus, undermining this guy. I think it might be right in the middle along those lines. So we'll see what happens with this, but hopefully you found this helpful and enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.